One. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
You look just so scared, like a deer in headlights. You're like,
Did I? So, I don't know. I think I remembered something that I was like, oh yeah, I didn't open up the stream. So I was like, I think I came to a realization and then was also scared.
I was like, ooh, did I do it too fast? No, it's fine. I'm always trying to be considerate of like, anyone that I do like a show with or bring on like stream or whatever. Cause I know like you're kind of like lost in the sauce a bit since it's like, you know what's happening here, but you don't know what is happening like live. Like, so I have to like feed you cues and stuff. So I'm like always like paranoid that like they're going to be like, I don't know, whip out their social security card when I say live. And I'm like, no way. And they get their identity stolen. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the Daily Dose Show. This is actually our 100th episode.
Is it really?
No.
I'm gonna say, just make that. I was like, it seems like a lot.
Maybe one day I'll count. I'm sure, like, because the thing is, it's hard to count because there was like sometimes when it was like more informal, some of it exists on Twitch and now is gone because I forgot to save it, and then like some. Well, you know what? That's why I straight up I'm about to scrap with Twitch because they're so annoying. But yeah, I'm sure it's like 20 something. So let's pretend it's an anniversary. Let's party like it's our 20th anniversary. How are you doing, Jasmine? How's your week been so far?
I worked out for 5 minutes yesterday, and today I died. I don't know. I think I just I'm not worked out in like this whole entire year. Last year I was like working out, I was doing stuff, and then this year I did nothing, and then now I'm doing 5 minutes of workout and dying the next day. So
is it that Chloe Tings?
No, I like literally just did like random things. Like I rode for like I just did 100 rows, and then I did like planks.
Okay, this is like military level training. Planks are hard. No wonder you were tired.
Yeah, and I did like 2-minute ones, so like a minute.
Oh, like back to back.
I was like, I feel like I should like clarify what that meant.
That's intense, though. Is there like a particular reason you chose those exercises, or it's just like, let me try these?
I feel like that's what I used to do. Like last year I did like a plank challenge. So I was like, let me do planks. And then my sister introduced me into like this one exercise, which is like you're on a exercise. Well, your legs are on an exercising ball, and you kind of like do like a scissor movement. So like you bring your legs in, and so you roll the ball with your feet basically, and then you're kind of like in a V, upside down V shape, and then you extend again. I don't know how to explain
on the ball. It seems intense, and if it's like that's,
yeah. Before I used to be able to do like 10, or was it 12?
All right, Jasmine Michaels.
And then like now I got to 8 and was like, I can't move anymore. And now that's probably why I'm in pain.
That's why.
And why I had to take a nap.
Well, that's good though. I need to get like back into really exercising. Do you go to like gym, or do you have equipment at your house?
I just have equipment at my house, and I try to do things that don't require equipment because I don't like having to use stuff. But I got a rowing machine, like a small little rowing machine for Christmas, so I have that too.
Oh, that's nice. The rowing machine is underrated. Like that really can like work out your body if you like are doing it intensely and do it enough. But
yeah, it like works out the most parts of your body at one time, which is nice.
Yeah, it's like really all in one. I really want to get a machine like that like maybe some type of bench press or something where I can like do like free weights and like get support and stuff like that. But them things are expensive, and that's one thing that I'd be too scared to go cheap on, because I don't want that thing falling on my neck, putting me in cardiac arrest. Like that would be scary. But hello everyone. Yes, we are back once again with the #1 K-pop show in the galaxy. Actually, I did some galaxy searching. I've seen what they have to offer on Jupiter. It's nothing. So we are the top podcast. One of the things I was thinking of doing, like, because now that our audio is getting better, a little better, because I'm I got it together a bit. I feel like we should put this on Spotify. We should like rip the audio. Ooh. Yeah, like have it like, Apple Music maybe. What is the other one? Google Play. Like I feel like it could probably. Tidal? Yeah. What?
I said Tidal.
Oh, okay. Well, let's not get crazy. we don't. That's still we don't just put it anywhere. All right. We have standards. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Beyonce. Please sponsor us. But yeah. I think that would be fun. I don't know if anyone enjoys like people who watch it back, especially because I do notice that even after the stream ends, like the view count rises throughout the week. So there is people who are watching it not necessarily live, but after the fact. And I was thinking, oh, maybe people would enjoy just like an audio version they could pull up for Spotify, because I know YouTube is sometimes like really annoying with whether you can play stuff in the background. So I don't know. I know like, you know, it's you have to have premium to be able to close like your phone and listen to it. So I was like, maybe perhaps. So that was just the thing. So yes, everyone's talking about working out. Yes, I hope everyone's getting their workout on. Not necessarily for summer body, because you know summer's gonna have the body you're in, but you know, just for health.
Also, it's already starting. So
you know what? No, because summer. I have it on my calendar now. Summer starts this Sunday,
the 21st.
Yes, it's So we're not quite in summer yet, y'all.
Yeah, but I doubt you're gonna be able. If you're like, depends on how far you are from your summer body. You're kind of close.
If you have 0.3 ounces, then maybe you can do it. Perhaps.
I believe in you.
But yes, speaking of summer, this is a bad segue, but I wanted to talk about our first topic. Let's just jump into it. Miss Twice, the queens, K-pop queens, what a Nation's girl group. They recently came back with their, I guess, contribution to the summer comeback wars. I feel like the summer comeback season is always really intense because everyone wants to have that summer hit. And I think that's especially goes for girl groups. But, you know, so far we had BTS come back with Butter. Cream Cheese. We had EXO come out with Don't Stop the Feeling, Don't Fight the Feeling, Fight Your Mama, or whatever it's called. And now we have Twice's entry with Alcohol Free, which they dropped this Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, it was on Monday. Yeah, I always forget, you know, whether it's like
this Monday. Wait,
it was this. No, it was earlier.
No, because Monday was yesterday.
Maybe they did drop Friday. Look at me, never knowing what's going on at any time.
Friday.
Let me look. It was on the 9th. Okay, I think they dropped the actual album recently. So it was on the 9th? That's such a weird day.
They dropped the album the same day.
No, they dropped it a little later because I remember being like, all right, let me go check out this album after I was done. But it was like, no, like they dropped it. They dropped the album more recently. I think it might have been Monday or something. But that's really weird because it's saying that the video premiered on June 9th, which is a Wednesday, which is like, what is that?
Yeah, I didn't really think about that.
Trendsetters. What a queen thing to do. They're like, oh, we don't care if it tracks a Melon or Billboard. Like the rest of y'all are brainwashed. But let's just jump into it. What did you think about Alcohol Free, which by the way, I'm gonna call it Sugar Free a couple times because my brain is fried, so please forgive me in advance. What did you think about Alcohol Free? Sugar Free by TR.
You're already messing it up. I thought it was all right. I'm not really a fan of like elevator like music back, like no, like it's literally elevator music, like the instrumental. Yeah, like I'm not really a fan of that unless like I don't know. Sometimes I am. It depends on like how the voices and like the melody of the song is, but like I just couldn't get into that. But it was like all right. It wasn't terrible.
Is it something that you would like put on purpose, like opposed to just not skipping it? Really? Because it's just not interesting to you? You just didn't find it interesting? I mean,
I liked some of the other songs. I feel like, actually, if I had to say, I think all the other songs on their album were better.
Oh, wow, really?
Alcohol Free. Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you in the sense that, like, the other songs seem more energetic, and Alcohol Free seems very chill, which almost like a B-side chill. And I say that all the time, I know, but like it seemed really, really relaxed. And when I heard it, I was like, I don't even think with this release, and not in a shady way, I don't feel like they're kind of gunning for the summer hit. I think what they're gunning for is just like a nice, sweet song you can put on while you're cruising on your girls' night trip or beach trip to, I don't know, Jeju Island or whatever. Like, they're like, you know, it's very, very chill. Like, it's not necessarily, I don't think they were trying to get a mega hit, which I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah. But I quite enjoyed it. It was definitely something that I put on multiple times since first hearing it. I thought the concept, like, they looked really, really good. I love the dance. Like, when they do that sway, I think that's very, very cute. I thought they sounded great. I love the rap. But I mean, I guess I kind of get behind you where it's like, not in a negative way, but it's kind of not a lukewarm song. Like, because the thing is, I really, really like it. But I don't think that it's gonna like explode or anything. But then again, who knows? Because Twice has that ability to, like, once they start promoting, people are like, all right, yes, Twice are queens, like, you know. So who really knows where it's gonna go? I don't want to say I know where it's gonna go, but I definitely think it's a more chill, toned down, relaxed bop. But I liked it. I'm gonna jump into the comments real quick. LD says the queens Twice delivered. I agree. I thought it was really good. Andre says, I like alcohol free because it's hella simple for them. I just bought the physical because there's the English version of Cry for Me. Oh yeah, we did talk about that last time. Oh yeah. Butter is about to get bumped off the Billboard Hot 100 by the English version of Cry for Me. I don't know. Get into it, Ormy. No, just kidding. I love their B-side Scandal. That was the one that I liked. I thought that was a lot of English. That was okay. Yeah, that one's really, really good.
I liked SOS. I think
I like that one.
Was the last. No, second to last. Oh no, it was the last one. Cry for Me. I guess it's just like the extra.
Yeah, and I definitely just like kind of listened to it, like all of it over and over again. So it was like, I think it flowed really well. Like the songs went into each other so well, but like I didn't really look at like the names too much. So I'm kind of just going off of like, you know, the like words I remember in the song. Oh, bossa nova. Yes. Okay. That's like the style of music Andy pointed out.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. But I can see how it's because like elevator music sounds like bossa nova, I guess. Andre
said, like waiting music.
Yeah.
Or like the We Fit music.
I feel like We Fit really did a number on that genre because now everyone is just like, that's what they automatically think of. Andre says, when I say simple, I mean more so for the dance, but I love bossa nova feel of it. You know, I saw a lot of like the dance girlies and guys and MBs like saying that, oh, this is one of the most simple Twice dances. So they're like, oh, we're about to learn this real quick. And I kind of agree. Like usually I'm ready for a part where Jiho's like, like you always get the Jiho fan cam when she's going in. And it just seemed really chill. But yeah, I agree. It did seem because I was like, oh, let me like I was like, maybe I can get this about to be on TikTok. Hey y'all, hey Leanne. I'll probably be lurking because I'm working for my summer class, but Twice's track was very elevator waiting music in the dentist office vibes. Jazz, did you ghostwrite this? Leanne agrees that it was very elevator music waiting in the dentist office.
See? It just sounded very like, I just wish the instrumental went somewhere. It just seems like the instrumental was stuck on that one beat and over. Even during, I think my one thing that I really didn't like, that I wish that they just like went hard was like after the rap. Like, I wish they did, like, I don't know, like a key change or something. It just seemed like they went right back to the regular chorus. Like, there was nothing that changed. And I just felt like they built something up to just go back down.
No, I can see it. Yeah. That's why, again, I feel like it's, like, not supposed to be that mega super summer hit. I think they were just like, this is just a cute song to dance to with you and your friends and stuff like that. So I definitely see that. But yeah. But overall, what would you rate it? I hate doing ratings, but what would in chat too, what would you guys rate it?
Maybe like a 6.
Okay. Well, it's not bad. Average. You're like psych 2. Oh, okay. Would you say, just to be messy, would you say since it's the big 3, ranking Butter, Don't Fight the Feeling, and this. How would you rank it?
Don't Fight the Feeling, Butter. Whoa, I was gonna say sugar free.
She's like, what was it again? I don't remember.
The order.
So it was sugar.
Can't Stop the Feeling, cream cheese, sugar free. Sorry, you're right. I got the names wrong.
Okay, I was like, I don't know what you're referring to. Okay. Yeah, I would say that's really hard. I don't want to sound like a suck up, but I think they're very contending with each other. Mm-hmm. I think like there's something about Butter that like makes me want to listen to it. So I'll put it first. But I really, I think since Don't Fight the Feeling, Can't Stop the Feeling, This Beat is Healing. Since that came out, like I've been actually listening to it a lot. So I feel like I can't put it lower than like Butter. But since Alcohol Free came out, I don't know. I'm going to say like maybe Don't Fight the Feeling, Alcohol Free, and then Butter. But very, very close. Because I don't hate any of them.
Yeah.
And I would give Don't Fight the Feeling. I'd give Alcohol Free probably like an 8.5 around.
Wow.
Yeah, I quite like it. Like that's the thing. Like it's not like a, it's no jopping, but like it's like a good like it's like a good song. Okay, Jodella said I would say 6.2. LD says 8 out of 10. All right, we vibe in here. Andy says, but the song is perfect for the vocal range. I agree. Wait, somebody also said something about that. Plus, I think Andre said I think it will get netizens off their ass about their vocals since the singing has been live on music shows. I did notice that. I watched the Inkigaya one, and I think I watched another one, but I don't know. But yes, I agree. Very good for their vocal range. Very, very good for their vocal range.
Yeah. There was no like high note. I guess that's what I was saying. Like, I feel like usually it would have been like a high note after like, I guess like the rap section, but it was like nothing. It just went back to
like Jiho would have been like, ah! Yeah, I agree. I guess that's like the major part of why it seems so chill, because there's no like major buildup.
Yeah.
Andre says for a title, I'd say 9.5. For the album, maybe an 8. Okay, that's fair. There's definitely bops on the album. I just can't really think because it all flowed together so well. Like, I can't really think of which one stood out to me. Margarine is a so-so song. I like it. Me and Jas were just talking about this. What do y'all think? And maybe we discussed this a bit. Butter versus Margarine,
Dynamite.
Like, or no, Dynamite.
Look at you. See, I'm telling you, you're secretly a Butter lover.
Stop. I'm explosives versus cream cheese. Which one do you think was better? Fireworks versus Margarine. Yeah, Jas, you said that you think Butter is better, but I still think Dynamite's better. But I need to listen to it. But it is good. I love that Scandal song. I agree. SOS was another one that I liked. But I definitely think it's good. It's interesting to see how much Twice has matured, because all those songs was giving very like sexy, cool, fresh. Where I feel like they're like back in the day, a lot of their B-sides were more cuter and more like calmer, but now they're all like spicy. Even on like what was the album? The More and More? Was it More and More? One of those albums I was listening to. Huh?
Last year's album?
I think it was last year's album. More and More was last year. I think. But I was like, all this is like very spicy and sexy and like satisfy me, like and I'm like, oh, like it's very. They were like, when they decided that they were gonna be grown Twice, they were like, all right, we ain't going back. But yeah, okay.
It'll be a little weird.
Yeah, that's true.
They're all like 20 plus.
I forget that even the Macnays are now like 20. What is it? 1999, 21, 22 now. That's crazy. There's not a child in there, not one child in that group anymore. Yeah. So overall, good job for Twice. I think they really did add to the summer comeback fury. I think this would be a nice way to go to segue to Brave Girls, who are also coming back in 2 days, I believe, on the 17th. And, because of their hit Rolling, they've blown up, and a lot of people are anticipating this summer comeback because they feel like they might be the summer queens we were looking for that we lost with Sistar. And I think what's really funny is that the upcoming album is literally called Summer Queen. So they're like, we know what we're coming for here. Like, we're not trying to be shy about it. So they recently released a teaser medley. Did you get a chance to listen to it?
No, I was like, maybe I could listen to that right now.
Oh, you
I was hoping you wouldn't ask. I mean, hopefully I can sneak that in.
Let me rewind. Well, there was like, it was like a cute medley. The songs were cute. I mentioned this to you before, that they have the teaser track. I actually have to open it too because I forget what this song was called. I thought what was really funny was that all of them were very like summer. Like, one's called like pool party, and one's called like alone for the summer. Like, they were like, no, this is for the summer. This is for the summer girls. This is their hot girl summer, brave girl summer. And so let me see what the title track's called. Oh, Chi Mat Param is the title track, I believe, because it was first. I assume.
Which one is it?
It was the first one to play.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Hold on. I got scared that it was like my internet. I was like, oh gosh, did I? It's like you froze, and I was like, oh gosh, what does that mean? Does that mean I'm frozen? So I kept like trying to refresh to make sure I didn't.
Oh, okay. Can you guys see us, hear us, feel us, understand us?
What the? That's weird.
Saying the stream health is poor though. Oh no. Okay, I think. All right, for now it looks fine. Guys, let me know if it's like freaking out, because it says my stream health is poor, but on whatchamacallit, it says the stream health is fine. So perhaps it's a little bit of both. All right. Well, we'll just go with it. Okay. All right, it's back. Okay. Oh my gosh, why is that so annoying? Okay, fine. Let's just jump into it. That never happened. Everyone look into this light. Click, clink. All right, Men in Black for the kids. Anyway, so we were talking about Brave Girls. We were talking about how they're, really coming for that summer title Queens track. How do you think they're gonna fare when they come back? What do you think? How do you think they'll do?
I mean, I feel like the song sounds all the songs sound very summery. So I feel like they'll do pretty well. I mean, and they've already gotten like this huge like following from like their like resurgence. So I think like they'll probably do pretty decent, and hopefully maybe they can be the new summer queens. Like that would be really cool. Or I feel like other groups have tried and just not made it.
That's true. Or they've made like a bit of a splash, but not to the point and the consistent that they could be called summer queens. And I find it quite interesting, because I definitely think right now, if you look at the Melon charts, a lot of people that you don't expect to like dominate. Like we have Oh My Girl, their most recent song is killing it. Really? They're doing really well. aespa, of course, with Next Level, although that came out a bit ago. Like, it's like really, I feel like it's kind of everyone's. I mean, we have Butter obviously being successful, which was expected, but I feel like it's kind of anyone's game in a sense. Like, at least like the heavy hitters that you would expect to just be lining the charts aren't necessarily doing that, and we're seeing like some diversity in the charts, which is really nice. So yeah, I'm hoping the best for them, and I think they'll do well. The song sounds good. What do y'all think? Stop. Do you think they'll dethrone Margarine? I feel so bad because I feel like somebody's gonna find us and think we're being shady when we're just annoying. But do you think that it's gonna dethrone cream cheese? Or dethrone cream cheese?
You know what? There's always a chance. Maybe. I don't know. Is it number one right now in Korea?
Butter?
Yeah.
Yeah, last time I checked, yes.
Okay. Maybe. I don't really know.
We'll see. That'd be interesting.
I feel like there's so random songs that just like come out of nowhere and just like defeat top songs. So like I don't really, it's kind of hard.
That's what I really always liked about like the like single charts, because I think album sales are definitely like determined, like album awards are definitely determined who has like the most dedicated, strongest fandom. But like sometimes even somebody with a weaker fandom, if they have or even weaker like public trust, so somebody like IU who like has a good fandom, but then also the public really really loves her, so they always give her a chance and she always gets good results. But like I think with like digital songs, a lot of times you get the chance where like if you get enough traction, if enough people are listening to your song, you can legitimately dethrone like heavyweights that are seen as like the typical ones that should be dancing on the melon charts. And of course we've seen in the past that's come with backlash and suspicion. But
yeah, Sean, whatever his name was.
Yeah, what was it? Yeah, there was another one. There was like two.
Was it?
It was like Sean and like I don't know Matthew or something. They were like both.
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah, I remember people dragged them for filth.
Before if we're gonna leave the topic of Brave Girls, I just want to say like I feel like Pool Party sounds like California Girls. I just want to.
Oh really? That. No.
Because like. At least the beat, like the back, like the instrumental. Because I was like sitting there, I was like, this sounds like something. And then it just hit me that it kind of reminds me of California Girls, like Katy Perry.
If they did, that was a good song to like base it off of, because that is a summer bop as well. But since we've talked about Butter a little, another transition. We're transitioning into the fact that BTS's Butter this week is once again number one on the Billboard charts. So this makes it the third week that it's sitting up number one on the Billboard Hot 100, that is, which is the single charts. And I think that means it's tied Dynamite for number ones. I think it's tied. So if it gets number one again next week, then it will be their most number one charted song. And I also think that Dynamite's number ones weren't consecutive, if I remember that correctly. Okay. I think they got number one the first time, then got dethroned, but then made it back up there. So Butter is doing really, really well. So what was that guy's name? Brian? He's probably shaking. He's like, no!
Or you could be like, this is exactly what I mean by... Because he was trying to shade the Billboard for being fake. So maybe he's like all according to plan. I don't know. Or is it? I don't know. You tell me.
Who knows? Young Brahan. He's probably just trying to manage the death threats still.
Yeah.
But oh wait, just want to read this real quick note from Jadella. With the momentum Brave Girls gained with Rolling, I'm sure they'll reach the same success. But I feel like Brave Entertainment should have made them come back a few months back to keep the success going. I could see that. I think maybe it was they wanted to try to milk the Rolling fame as long as they could and kind of re-promote it as if it was a new single so it could get that shine before they came out with something else. I think maybe that was what they were going for. But yeah. Okay, and Andre says, I agree with that, but if they're going for summer title, probably best to come back during the summer.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah.
And I think there's when it comes to summer comebacks, I feel like there's it's kind of a toss-up when you should come back, because you don't want to come back too early that your song gets forgotten, even if it is really good. But then you don't want to come back too late. I would say Red Velvet, I don't know if they're trying to go for the summer comeback. I mean, them girlies been gone for 2 years, so I'm sure they have other things on their mind. But them coming back in August, I think might be a bit too late to try to get a summer hit. Because then people are winding down and thinking about fall. But I feel like a late June, early July is always a good moment, because it's not late enough or early enough to get forgotten, but not too late to not even get a fair chance, because there might already be a summer hit by then. So I kind of like what they chose to do. But I do see where you're coming from, Jadella. So yeah, so BTS is number 1. Now, congrats to them. But
that seems shady.
I mean, it's not generally congrats. I feel like people don't really know that I am an ARMY, like for reals, true and true. Like Suga and J-Hope are my faves. Like Borahae.
Wow, she doesn't even know.
No, guys, tongue twister. But I did want to talk about a little controversy, the one that I sent to you. Very little, because I don't want to put this person on blast. Because I don't think that they had any ill intention. And I'm not even going to say the site's name because I don't want to like put them on blast. So essentially what happened is that there was a fan account, a fan site, a fan Twitter page that recently kind of started like blowing up on Twitter. So essentially, like essentially the point of this fan page, or one of the things that they do, is that they collect money from ARMY, and then like via donations, via PayPal, and then they use that money to like buy BTS music and support them. Now, I haven't looked into detail about them too much, so I don't know if it's just generally to purchase albums, or specifically to purchase albums, like they use that pooled fund to purchase like music and albums and things like that, or just music in general for ARMYs that maybe can't afford it in the US, but you know, ultimately like to help with like sales and charting and things like that. And so recently they were talking about how they were having problems because I guess they were receiving so much money from from PayPal, that PayPal got kind of suspicious and they ended up freezing their funds. So they posted this update, and let me real quick zoom in. Was it on the 14th? They posted this update to kind of update, you know, their followers and things like that, and donators on the situation and the issues they were having with PayPal, because this money that was being donated by fans was supposed to be used to like buy like music and things like that. So they tweeted, "We would like to provide an update about our current situation with PayPal. As communicated on June 2nd and June 8th, PayPal has frozen our account. After multiple discussions, PayPal has informed us that in order to receive or send money as donations, we must register as a 501c3 nonprofit. We need to go on hiatus in order to complete this process as quickly as possible. We are working with them and have provided all the requested documents, including tax forms, business license, business model / plan, personal identity details, account records, and etc., etc. As of now, we still do not have the ability to access our main PayPal account. We anticipate regaining access after filing for non-profit status, which we will do at our own expense, and providing necessary documentation to PayPal. We'd like to add that this audit is part of PayPal's compliance and due diligence process, and they are following financial regulations and requirements. Please do not attack PayPal. We have been informed that groups carrying out high volume activities will be monitored. We were audited at first merely for this reason. Please duly noted that the site currently hopes to be able to reconstruct to meet PayPal's compliance requirements. We are only here for ARMY and Bangtan and aim to help all ARMY have success to BTS's music. In the meantime, keep buying on your own, keep streaming, and keep requesting on radio. ARMY can overcome any barrier if we work together." And so the way I was introduced to this was a pretty shady forum post where somebody was essentially like, "Oh no, ARMY are trying to set up a non-for-profit just to buy BTS's music," which obviously when you hear it sounds insane and sounds illegal, and like it sounds like, how can it be non-for-profit when essentially you're just using it to support BTS and, you know, help them chart and buy music and things like that. But I will say, when I was reading the replies to this situation, most ARMY were like, "Nah, that ain't it, chief." And a lot of them were like, "Yeah, that's not gonna make us look good. Like that's gonna like there." And you know, we had that article last week where we had the writer accusing BTS fans of manipulating the charts through like bulk buying and mass buying, stuff like that. So, you know, if word catches on that there's a group setting up a non-for-profit just to like, you know, collect money and buy and support BTS, that's going to be a whole thing. So I just wanted to talk about that because I think that's super like intense. And I think like in the article or in the post that I originally saw, a lot of people were eating them up and kind of talking about how like fanning and standing is getting to a very obsessive, over the top like level, which I agree. But I did want to defend these people because it seemed like they were just doing what they thought they needed to do so PayPal would give them their money back. Like, it didn't really think that they're like, BTS is like, it's that important that we have to do this non-for-profit, like, to buy their music and have them chart. I think it was just like, all right, PayPal said they won't give us the ducats back unless we file, you know, from some stuff. So that's what we're trying to do.
Which is also weird. Why are they not giving money back that's theirs?
I think PayPal has kind of had a history, especially like among content creators, for just like freezing assets that they find suspicious. A lot of people's like theory was that, oh, because like they're getting so many donations and then like so much money's going in and out, maybe there was like suspicion of like laundering or something like that. So they just wanted to make sure, like, and there's, I guess, sorry.
Why wouldn't they just send it back to the people that sent it to them?
Because they want to steal it. Like, I don't know.
Like, that just seems like, okay, cool. I get like you want to stop the person who's getting the money, but like at least give the money back to the person who gave the money.
Which is why I think like, you know, these people were stuck in a very rock in a hard place situation, because it's like, okay, if you think it's suspicious, give them the money back. But if it's frozen, now you're holding this money that a bunch of people donated in order to do something. So you're making the, you know, group that's collecting the money seem really shady, because it's like, okay, you told us that this money was going to go to buying BTS singles or whatever, and now it's just in limbo, which is probably why they were like, you know, freaking out about it and being like, okay, you know, we submitted the documents, the tax refund, tax return, our social security numbers and things like that. But yeah, I agree. PayPal, yeah, there's been a lot, like a history of PayPal just like freezing and holding people's money, that a lot of like people who you know, like do online stuff where you would pay through PayPal, like commissions and stuff, they like have sworn off of it because it's just been, but like PayPal is like the backbone of so many things, like Twitch Twitch like bits and like Streamlabs donations is through PayPal. I think Patreon's through PayPal. So it's really, really hard but to rid themselves. But yeah, it is like really crummy and like messed up that they were just like, all right, I don't know about y'all, but we're taking your money. Like,
and also, what do you have to do to get caught? Like, I just feel like that seems, there should be like something big that you did for PayPal to be like, all right, what are you doing over here? It seems so weird.
I mean, I'm sure they're getting a crap ton of donations. Like, I want to be surprised if it's in like the tens of thousands of dollars that they're getting from people that buy this music. So I think PayPal's just like, give me that.
Especially if it was like slower and then it just like picked up out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, fudge.
That's true.
What do you mean you got $10 million in 2 days? No.
Cream cheese?
It's cream cheese by BTS behind the scenes. I don't like this.
That's true. I'm gonna jump in the comments. Hey Ali, welcome to the stream. Andy said, dang, they must be handing a lot of money then. That's what I'm thinking. I'm sure that like there's armies opening their pocket. Andre says, that sounds like a lot of work just to buy albums, but you know, armies said they're charity work. There was a lot of people saying that too. They're like, so y'all are collecting this money to buy singles instead of donating to charity. And I will defend, as the resident army of the stream, I will defend them and say that ARMY do a lot of stuff when they donate for charity. So it's not like they don't do that. I think they're just like, we gotta get our boys #1 on Billboard.com. But I definitely see what you're saying. ST says, yo, what's up? If they become a non-profit organization and mass buy album singles, how are they any different from a record company buying their own artist music? Also, hello. I actually saw that reaction too. A lot of people were like, don't give companies ideas to start doing this in order to be able to buy their albums. Yeah, it's very, I think a lot of ARMY reactions from what I saw on Twitter were like, yeah, don't do this for like a multitude of reasons. So it's not like people are like, yes, not for profit, yeah. But yeah. So I just wanted to mention that overall it seems like BTS is going strong. You know, I think Olivia's song is #2. I actually don't know, But I think they're, they're doing their army are working hard, doing their best to prove that like it's not just like a, it's not a free for all skydive type song. And
then I'm sorry.
What are you gonna say?
I don't want to say anything shady.
No. By all means.
No, because I just feel like I don't know. That them just trying to prove a point doesn't help prove a point.
That's true.
That it's organic. If they're just working this hard to do something, like keep it number one rather than it just stayed number one. Like if they just casually did what they usually do and then it stayed number one, then it would be proving a point. But it seems like, I don't know. I think if they're trying hard to keep it at number one, it's different.
I think it's fair. I definitely think there's like a bit of a cognitive dissonance and kind of what you guys are saying in the chat where it's like, well, you see why this wouldn't be a good look because people would take that and translate it to your like doing tactics to try to like stay on the charts. But then you will also say that this is organic and anyone who says otherwise is a stinky doo-doo head or whatever, and drag them for filth. And I do think there's probably a happy medium in between that, but like you gotta acknowledge that if this wouldn't be a good look, then you must realize that it's not as organic as you think. And that's not to say that BTS song isn't popular. It is, or isn't well liked or isn't listened to, but maybe it wouldn't be as high without this stuff. And I think, that's when people get sensitive and want to be hush hush and stuff like that. So, but by all means, spend your money how you want. Don't let me stop you.
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about butter. All right, so moving on. Oh, we have a fun one, a little cute one. My fave, my ex. No, let me stop. Park Seo Joon from Itaewon Class fame. At least that's where I know him. Apparently, he is joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So it was reported on the June 15th. That he will be starring in The Marvels, which is the sequel to the Captain Marvel movie. I don't know when it came out, but I know Captain Marvel is played by Brie Larson. And so according to the report, he will head to the United States. I'm getting this from Soompi, by the way. He will head to the United States for filming in the second half of the year after completing filming for Concrete Utopia, which he's currently working on. Now, his label, ENT Entertainment, responded no comment. But this was released, yesterday? So I don't know if there's been any updates to that. So far, Brie Larson, Teyona Parrish, Iman Vellani are among actors confirmed. I don't know. I only know Brie Larson.
I know her. It's not.
No. It's good to get some context.
What's her name? She's
Teyona.
from. I think she was in WandaVision. I think she's that.
Okay. So they're confirmed as the cast. So if confirmed, Park Seo Joon will be the third Korean actor to star in a Marvel movie following Claudia Kim in Avenger Age of Ultron. I remember when that was a huge deal. And Ma Dong-seok in Eternals. The Marvels is scheduled to be released November 11th, 2022 in the United States. Stay tuned for updates. So I was confused when I saw this. I was like, my Park Seo Joon? No, just kidding. But I was like, I mean, good for him. He's, cute. He's a good actor. Like, he's like, talented. So I really hope. Now, what I was like kind of skept on, and not to play be a hater, is that I know Korea has like, South Korea specifically, has a very active movie going population. So I don't want it to be one of these things where they put him in there just to be like, hey, South Koreans, Park Seo Joon is in this, so go watch it. Although I think it's already popular. I would hope that they're just...
that, because I feel like they're already, I don't know, they seem like they've been hiring people just to be in it, Like the guy in the Eternals, he's like one of the main characters.
Oh, for real?
So it's like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, I feel like they're not gonna, I hope not. I mean, if anything, it might be that this article maybe like hyped it up more than what Disney might have been saying, but like I don't think Disney would hire him and make it seem like he was a main character. And then when you watch the movie, he's like some side character that had like 2 lines.
He's in the background in the coffee shop scene.
He's like, I just want 2 sugars in my tea. Thanks.
And I'm like, yes, he did that! In the back of the audience. I'm like, what's this movie again? Because I'm not a Marvel girl. Oh yeah, that was like my other concern too, that like they'd be like, he will be in this movie, he will star, and then it's like, yeah, he's just like Barista 3 or something. Like, I hope that, because I think Claudia Kim, when she was in Age of Ultron or whatever, whatever it was called, you probably know more than me, it wasn't a very big role.
Who the heck is Claudia Kim?
I'm
gonna be honest. She had a role in. Who is she?
I remember it being talked about, but I remember, like, I don't remember people mentioning it, so it couldn't have been too big. But then again, I'm not a Marvel. I have the last Marvel movie I saw was Iron Man 2. I'm kidding, but like probably around that era. Like,
sad.
Yeah.
You stopped when it was getting good.
I should
Age of Ultron. I don't remember Age of Ultron.
It wasn't that long ago, was it? Age of Ultron?
2015, but I honestly don't remember what happens in this. This is the second one, right?
What?
Yeah, okay, that's why I don't like the second one.
What? Oh, I'm thinking about the other one. What's the one with Thanos's?
Oh, that's Endgame and the other one. I forgot what the first part was called.
Yeah, okay. That one was more recent, right? It was like only like a year or so ago.
Yeah, that was like the last 4 years. But Age of Ultron was that one just that was 2015. But it was just not good.
Oh dang. Because of Claudia Kim? Dang, come for her.
They killed freaking Quicksilver and it didn't even make sense. How do you kill a speedster with bullets? Make it make sense. It did not make
Is that Evan Peters?
No, well, he was Quicksilver in Fox's, like the X-Men series. But Aaron Taylor was Quicksilver in the Disney Marvel.
He's cute. Wow.
Yeah, but he died, and he sucked. Wow. Evan Peters' Quicksilver was superior in every way.
Wait, I'm confused because Aaron Taylor, he was also recently announced to be playing somebody else.
Yeah. People pointed out that he's like one of the few people that like got recasted. Like, I think there's another person that also was in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and then got recasted as another character, and it just...
They need to be more consistent. They're like, were you in this? And the actors are like, nope, never heard of it. And nobody checks.
He has a mustache on. He's like, Aaron Taylor? No.
With a monocle. Mess. Oh, Leanne says Age of Ultron sucked. Okay, go back to saying. She felt that strongly. She was like, I need you guys to know that this is a bad thing.
It was a bad movie.
Okay, Ali says she was the scientist, I believe. Ah, okay.
That's very vague. I need to watch this movie.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't watch it either. I thought that would give a lot
you're like, oh, yes. I remember when they did science things, and yes.
I thought that would give a lot of labs. The lab scene, yes. I am familiar with that. I need to, because it's so weird going to, because I went to a lot of conventions, and I feel like even when it's labeled like an anime convention, it's really just like anything nerd subgenre-y. So it's like somebody would like be dressed as like something from Marvel, and they'd like walk in and like, oh, and I'm like, hara. Like I would not even know. What is it? Nazo mita ini chekyu ni o toki akashitara. But yeah. But I'm excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited for him. Like, I'm so excited to see him like on the Hollywood big screen or whatever. He's one of my favorite actors. I actually don't watch that many. Who?
Gemma Chan, or that's her name, right?
Gemma
That's
Chan.
how you say it, right? Gemma, or is it Gemma? I've never actually heard her say her name.
I think it would be Gemma. Like, that's just me assumption from hearing people named Gemma before. Dang! She's pretty.
Yeah, I think she's in the Immortals too. But was she also recasted?
Now, is this Immortals one? Is that like one of those MCU like TV series or MCU actually in
It's
the
a movie.
Okay.
It's like they're like not Immortals, Eternals. It's like the original, like not original, but like they're older than everybody. Like it takes place in the past, and they're like these aliens. I don't know. I don't read comics, so I don't really know the whole thing. But I kind of like read like a summary of who they were because I was like, are we just pulling up any Marvel comic at this point?
Exactly.
I have no idea what this is.
Like, it's like something will be announced, and then the Marvel fans are like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "Who? Who is this? Who?" Like, but it's interesting.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. I'm like, who's that? I mean, I like the movie, but like, who was that?
Who was that originally? Honestly, I feel so out of the loop. And it's really weird how they like choose who they want to like, because like with Spider-Man, I feel like even before the Tobey Maguire one, that was like a household name, like the Batmans, the Spider-Mans, the Supermans and stuff like that. But then they started the whole thing on Iron Man. And I'm like, I had never heard of Iron Man.
Yeah, I feel like they did such a good job of that because like he was like an unknown name and now he's like a household name.
Exactly. Robert Downey Jr. is literally a household name because of the whole thing. And then like Captain America, maybe I knew of him. Maybe I'm just like confusing him with like the 100 other like patriotic, we love America superheroes. Thor, definitely didn't know. Who's the other one? The Hulk. I knew the Hulk. But the rest of these people, I did not know. And that's why I'm just like, DC, how are you not killing this? We actually know those people.
Exactly.
And you continuously drop the ball. These are characters I do not care. I've never heard of, I should say. And like, still pretty excited about it, even though I don't watch it. I read synopsises or whatever. But it's like, literally, you have the Batman, the Superman. Although Superman's kind of a snooze. The Wonder Woman.
After what they did to him, they overpowered the mess out of him.
I don't know. There's just
yeah, they have so many people. Like I remember I used to describe like the difference between DC and Marvel to my dad, and I was like, so you know more DC things. Like if you name a superhero, you're probably naming a DC character. And he was like, okay, now I know the difference. now it's just like DC just like as you said, dropping the ball, and now it's like now you know more Marvel stuff. You're just like, all right,
exactly. Like,
Thanos, like Marvel, like.
You know that every time I think of Thanos, I think of that meme where like his butt cheeks are out, and he's just like perched on the bed looking like thick.
Oh wait, I think I have seen that.
Yeah. Stop sexualizing Thanos.
For the sake of humanity, that's what you need to stop doing it for. Not for his sake, for us.
Andre says, as a Marvel fan, I said the same thing about Eternals. Like, who are they? Who are you people?
Yeah, like it was just so random. Like in phase 3, we're gonna bring these random old superheroes that you've never heard about. I'm just like, yay! And then they're like Black Panther too, and it's like, yay! I know what that is. That's Black Panther. Yeah.
I am excited for. I hope I pronounced this right. Shang-Chi. The Legend of the.
What's his name? Simu Lee.
Yeah, I'm excited because I watched him on Kim's Convenience, which was like not a soap opera, a sitcom he did for Netflix. And so I was really proud. Not that I was proud, but I thought it was so cool when it was announced. Because he had tweeted about it before. He was like, hey, if you're making and maybe that was staged.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. And then when it was announced, he was like, thanks for getting back to me. I was like, oh my God. They got back to him. Yeah. So I was really, really excited for that. So I'll watch that. Oh, this is actually a good point. Wait. Fortunate says yes, DC is a mess. Andy says Young Justice back in the day was it though. Okay, Andre says
I love Young Justice.
I need to watch that.
Show. And then they stupidly canceled it randomly. I was like, this is disaster. I don't know what you thought this was, but then they brought it back, and I was too late to even care.
You're like it's over. The feast, it's ruined.
Also, they didn't bring back like the original. They didn't bring back the Flash that I liked. So I was just like, I don't care anymore. You killed him off, and then you didn't even bring him back. So whatever.
You lost.
You know what? Yes.
But that's a good point. Andre says DC does good in the animation department in Marvel. Has the movies coin, but DC been effing up really badly. I agree. Like all the like most iconic like cartoon animation superheroes. I feel like what is it? Justice League, Young Justice, are you saying? Teen Titans. Like there was a Batman Beyond or something that I used to watch when I was younger. Even Teen Titans Go.
And Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, like I feel like they really do. The Harley Quinn series, that was so good. Yeah. Like they really do be like, you know, really really on point with the animations. That's true. But yeah, I don't know why they can't get it together on the live action.
They have Dark Knight. I wish they built on top of the Dark Knight.
That's true.
Like that was such a good series, but then, you know, they were just like, I guess we want to reboot. And then they were like, you know what? None of our movies are going to connect anyway. So you know what? Let's just give up. We've given up on ourselves. Let's just do this. You can be Batman, and then you can also be Batman. I think those come out different years.
I think that's also true, right? The inconsistency, because Christian Bale, I'm assuming he didn't want to play Batman anymore. And then for some reason they picked Ben Affleck. And then he doesn't want to be Batman anymore either.
I have no idea what happened with that. I think Christopher Nolan, who made the Dark Knight series, didn't want to do the other, like continue with it because he does other movies like Interstellar and Tenet and all that. Like he does those types of like movies. So I guess he just was like, I'm off to other things. So he just left. And then they're like, well, let's get a new suit like Batman. And then Ben Affleck was chosen. And he's tired of it.
Which is like, girl, you did like a movie and a half. What's going on? Like, you didn't think you were about to be in this. You know how long some of the Marvel actors have been doing their characters? Like, you have to.
Well, he's also older. That's the thing. Christian Bale, I just found out I think he was the youngest person to play Batman in a movie.
How old was he?
He was 29. Oh. And I was like, when did that happen? I thought he was older, but like, yeah, he was like, when Batman Begins, he was like 29 or something.
Oh wow, baby. Well, and that's another thing, like, no age shaming, I'm not ageist, but like I was really confused when they cast him, because I was like, isn't Batman, like, how old is Ben Affleck? Like 45?
He's like 50 something.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was very confused when they cast him, because I was like, well, shouldn't he be a bit younger? Because I feel like that's another thing. It's like, if you're older, why would you be wanting to be strapped in to be in like a series like this for at least the next like 10 years or so? You wouldn't want to. So why did they cast him? Why did he take it? Why did they make that Superman and Batman movie? Because I fell asleep during that, so I don't know what happened.
So they can introduce Wonder Woman so that she was the coolest character.
Oh, really? That was it. They're like, let's make this multi-million-dollar movie, spend this large budget just so we can be like, and here's Wonder Woman. Introducing her. But yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, Andre, yes. Shang-Chi. The OG Teen Titans a hit. That's facts. I will say the Snyder Cut was pretty good as long as it was.
Oh, X-Men. Sorry.
Oh, no. I was just going to ask.
It's the only Marvel TV show, cartoon that I know.
Oh, was there a cartoon? X-Men cartoon? That sounds familiar. I don't know if I watched it, though. Yeah.
X-Men Evolution? Oh, my gosh. I used to love that show.
I probably
used to come on right before I went to sleep. Like at 10 p.m. Or maybe it was 9. I have no idea what time it was. I was like, TV has to turn off at this time. Or I think it automatically turned off.
Oh, wow.
But yeah.
Your
it used to also come on WB, I think, on Saturday mornings.
I think then I probably watched it. I just don't remember it. But did you watch the Snyder Cut?
The what?
The Snyder Cut.
It took me a whole entire month because I have an attention span of a fly. So I kept being like, I will watch this, and then I would sit down and watch something else. But yeah.
But you liked it?
It was good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't.
I mean, like, it's 4 hours long, so I was like, where can you go wrong with 4 hours? Like, you'd have to be really bad. I mean, but you'd have to be really bad if you like missed like important points after having 4 hours of a movie.
That's true. Andy says the only DC movie I really liked were Joker and the first Wonder Woman. I didn't watch the Joker. I thought I would probably
Dark Knight.
Oh yeah, not even Dark Knight. Dark Knight, I remember that being really, really good.
That was such a good movie.
Yeah, but I didn't watch the Joker because I felt like it would disturb me too much, so I wanted to protect my peace.
Maybe. I'm not you, so I can't tell you.
Well, I already know because I get really sensitive when it comes to anything regarding child. A word. I'm just gonna say that. abuse.
Did that happen in the movie?
I heard that he was abused by like his mother's boyfriend in the movie. We're talking about the one with Joaquin Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I heard it was like dark like that.
Well, it was. I don't want to say.
No spoilers. Okay. Yeah. I didn't watch any of the Wonder Womans. I'm really not a superhero girl. I might, because I really liked Invincible, so I'm like, maybe in a different world. You know, I'm a comic book fan and not an anime fan. So.
Wait, have you watched The Boys then?
No, but a lot of people were saying if you like Invincible, I should watch that.
Yes.
You're like, yes.
What is this? How did you get to Invincible, but you didn't watch The Boys?
Because it's a cartoon. Honestly, because like a lot of the anime community was like, yo, y'all hear about the show called Invincible? Can he be Goku? And so I was like, oh, okay, let me see what's up.
I'm like a kid at freaking lunch. Like talking to their friends. It's not like a cartoon that they watched the day before.
No, because anytime somebody a character, like a new anime character or a new just any character come out and they strong, there's 500 guys being like
Goku versus this.
Exactly.
Think about it, guys. Goku's got the Kamehameha, but like this guy's got the I don't know. So like, we gotta figure this out.
They'll write like video essays on it, and it's just like, all right, you go. I didn't do that. Have your
fun. He was here and then he was over there in 2 seconds, which means he runs at this speed, which is baffling. Think about when Goku did this.
It's true though. That's the thing. You're joking, but that's exactly how the videos be. Like real talk.
Oh gosh.
Jodello, and here's me who has not watched a lot of superhero. Honestly, me either. Andre says I love Michael Keaton's Batman. Andy says, oh yeah, the Nolan Batman movies are solid. Fortune says, yes, I love the first Wonder Woman, so good. Other than the two I mentioned, recent DC hasn't been very good. I mean, that's what I hear. I heard that Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey people like that. But I didn't see it.
I'm excited because they're gonna do Suicide Squad again, but it's with James Gunn, and he made Guardians of the Galaxy, so that makes me feel like there's hope.
Switching sides.
Suicide Squad to be good.
Yeah, hopefully. I heard that Will Smith won't be in this one though.
Who?
Will Smith.
Oh yeah. Which is fine. I don't know. If it's like a remake or whatever, I don't really. It doesn't matter.
He wasn't that great. He's dried up. No, just kidding. All right. So now that we've become a Marvel talk show,
I was thinking about that, but then I would think of something else to say about Marvel and DC. So.
There's honestly a lot to talk about, but I do need to catch up with the movies. I need to see I saw snippets of Doctor Strange, and I was like, "What is this?" Oh, really?
That is the one movie I've not seen.
Did that not affect your enjoyment of Endgame and Endgame 2?
It was just like, and then he was like, "I've got one way that we can make out of like this problem that we have." And I was like, "Okay, cool, you do that." Where's Spider-Man?
I thought it was like really integral. Like he was like one of the keys to the whole entire thing.
Yeah, he was. But then he disappeared, so it didn't even matter. He was like, all right, this is the one way that we can make it. And then he was one of the people that disappeared, like that, snapped away.
Poofed,
so
yeah.
it was like
poofed. The movie I'm thinking of is Infinity War. Yes, Infinity War. No spoilers, but I'm surprised that Chris Evans is not in it, but then Chris Hemsworth is still in it.
In what?
In like this Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, yeah. I think it's because Thor didn't get an ending from this. Like he was kind of just, I mean, he was a main part, but he wasn't like as big, I guess, as like
Cap,
Iron Man and Captain America.
But I
feel like it was like set up as a farewell for them.
Because I always felt like the four, like the big four, were Cap, Iron Man, Hulk, and then Thor. Like anytime people would and then maybe a little bit of Loki in there, but anytime somebody would do a cosplay,
not even group, Black Widow. Wow, feminism.
Yeah, sorry, internalized misogyny. I'll work on that.
Yes,
in therapy. But like I feel like if somebody like cosplayed them or did like a fan art or something, it was always those four being like bad bees or whatever. So it's interesting to see that like I mean, obviously, Iron Man was like the head honch and like he was it, but like I thought like if you were going like who's like the team, they would be like the face for at least phase 1, I guess.
Yeah. And then Thor, I don't know, I guess they just pushed him off to be with Guardians of the Galaxy because they're like, I guess your real team's gone now, so here you go, here's your new team. Well, no, then we can give you a farewell
because Natalie Portman is the new Thor. What is that?
Something's gonna happen with her in the new movie, but he's still with the Guardians of the Galaxy, so it's like I don't know where she's gonna show up. Like I don't know how it's supposed to work. Like maybe he goes back to Earth and then he's like, oh yeah, you exist, and she's like, oh yeah, you exist. Wow, it's been like 5 movies and we have not seen each other in so long. I got snapped away. Did you? Wow, small world.
What? Aren't they supposed to be like love interests? They don't see each other.
Yeah, and I've never seen Thor. That's another one. I've never seen Thor.
Me either, barely. I saw like the first
one. Thor 2, but I don't remember what happened.
You're like, Thor 1, we can skip it. Thor 2, now that's
my friend made me do it. She was like, all right, we need to watch Thor 2, and I was like, I still haven't seen Thor, and she was like, all right, so this is what happened. We're gonna watch Thor 2. Let's go to the movies.
I actually really like that when somebody just explains it to me, so I can like, let's cut to the chase. But yeah, so we're going to look out for Park Seo Joon, and let's move on to something that's a bit, I didn't see this getting a lot of attention, which I thought was very interesting. I'm going to skip over the next one and go to the Lee Hae-in story. So as we know, Mnet has kind of been under fire for the past couple years when it was found out that there was some manipulation going on in their like ranking shows, in their survival shows. So like I think a lot of the heat and attention was to the Produce 101 series. It was wildly popular. It produced top groups like IOI and 101, and after the scandal broke that there was bribery, cheating, and manipulation going on in the voting, the group for the 4th season, X1, was literally disbanded, and they couldn't go on. But I feel like a lot of people forget that like Mnet in general, when it comes to all their survival shows, were kind of under suspicion. So in particular, it was revealed that for the show Idol School, that took place in 2017, it was reported by the Seoul Central District Court that sentenced the chief producer, Kim Tae-eun, to 1 year in prison on charges of obstruction of business and fraud for manipulating the vote results of the Idol School 2017. So the winner was actually revealed for this one, like the true winner. And so it turns out that, and this was during the trial, it came out that the winner should have been a contestant named Lee Hae-in. And so the thing that's crazy about this is that not only was she rigged out of first place, but she was rigged to 11th place, I believe, which means that she didn't make it in the final group. So they took her from being first place to not even in the group. And I know we've had similar situations. We found out that both Kai and Choan from like Produce 48, they were rigged out. But like imagine literally doing so well that you should have been first, they were like, nah, no thank you, and they like kicked you out of the group. And
that's when I would definitely be like, I'm in the group suddenly. I don't know what this was, but I'm gonna be showing up at 9 a.m. You better have somebody for my hair.
Exactly. And makeup.
No.
Like,
that's so dumb. First place until not even? No.
somebody would have had to die, not to be dramatic.
I'll make the rules. I'm sorry. One of you guys gotta jump. I don't know.
Like, not to do too much, but yeah. But she somebody also pointed out that she was in season 1 of Produce 101 as well. So I believe, yes, this is the same girl. Yes,
she was in IBI.
Oh, that was like that group that they kind of formed as like the ones that didn't quite make it.
The side group.
Which I always thought that was a smart idea. Like, if I didn't make it, I'd be like, all right, let's gather some of y'all that were popular. Let's try to make, like, you know, an alter. Especially because, you know, everyone's always like, this group's gonna flop. Like, if this member, that group would do better. And so it's like, all right, bet. Let's see. So on June 12th, Lee Hae-in, she wrote a letter to her fans, essentially thanking them for support, saying, my friends, did you eat? After much consideration, I thought I had to share this with you, so I came here, referring to her fan cafe, where we can talk to each other in confidence. I was thinking that you may have been worrying as much as I did, or even more so. I was also concerned that you might be worrying about me too much. Long story short, I am better than I thought I would be. I think I've gotten stronger over time we've been through together, and I've been thinking of it as a little upsetting incident that anyone could go through in life, given that there have been times I was overestimated. I'm trying to think it has taught me the values I should prioritize in my future endeavors. I believe this too shall pass, because I think no one can stay sad forever, just as no one can stay happy forever, no matter how hard he tries. The first thing that came to mind over the past few days was the face of you who came to support me on the last day of idol school. I was really grateful for those familiar faces who helped me ease my nerves. I realized attending the show as live audience is tough after going to one to support my friends. I assume you all had a harder time going back home that day after standing up all day than I, who was waiting comfortably in the waiting room before the show, so thank you. I was upset hearing you apologize to me for the result, because I am the one to blame for choosing to be on another survival show in the first place. I also felt bad saying sorry, asking for patience from people who chose me to become happy together. I belatedly realized how hard you all worked for me, and I felt guilty for not thinking in your shoes because I was overwhelmed with my own feelings over elimination. Honestly, I don't think I had the confidence myself, even if you all been working to correct the result over the past 3 years. I had a seed of doubt saying, what if I got eliminated because I deserved it? I can't thank you enough for believing in me on my behalf and making me feel confident again. Dang, that's so sad. I got many messages congratulating my first place yesterday and today, which had me bawling. In a way, it was relieving. I thought I only announced bad news or cry whenever I had the chance to speak. I wonder if I wanted to say thank you instead, or if I wanted to hear the congratulations the most. Anyway, I'll promise you I'll become stronger to make many things to celebrate about, and I won't let you down as you put your trust in me. Have a good weekend and don't skip your meals. So the one thing I wanted to say the most, sorry for belated greetings. Thank you for making me the first place. Oh, my loves, and I'm sorry I only learned this after a time. This is so apologetic, like, to her fans, which makes me want to, like, cry. Jail. Throw the whole company in jail.
I was gonna say, one of them is going to jail for a year, right? Which seems so short for
that's true.
Like manipulating people's lives, but exactly. It's like whatever.
Exactly. Yeah,
that would piss me off so much.
Exactly. I mean,
first place, I would be like, I'm so sorry. What is this? What is this? Like, what? Like, did she just drop from 1 to last place or something?
I think it was
on the
11.
Last episode. Because how does that even make any sense?
They yeeted her out, I guess. Like, that's really sad.
Why? Wait, did they just look at her and they're like, no, she's first place? No. I mean, no. We could put her at 6. No. We don't want her in the group. No. She's no.
I mean, if there are already deals made behind the scenes, and I guess her company was like, we're just going to win off of pure talent, or whatever her backing was, or whatever.
Out of love.
They're like, nah, we want some money. So I guess that's what happened. But yeah, that is literally, I hope that guy feels like extremely ashamed of himself, because that is literally an embarrassment. And yeah, that is super unfair to not only have literally top, and that must have been so confusing for her at the time, like,
yeah,
make it make sense. Oh, Andy, thank you. I was gonna segue to that. So a lot of people, after hearing this, there's a new Mnet survival show. I think it's called Girls Planet. Let me check it out.
Mnet
Planet, yeah. Girls Planet.
What are they doing? They were like, all right, so now that we're fresh off of being sued, think about it. Let's do another show where they survive.
Honestly, and the thing is, I feel terrible for the girls who are actually in it, because I'm sure they're just like, I know Mnet has a jilty past, but like, hey, this is my chance perhaps at fame. Yeah, so it's called Girls Planet 999, The Girls Saga, and it's set to start airing in August of 2021, and it's going to be 12 episodes in total. But a lot of people are saying, okay, we literally just found out that they rigged a girl who would have been first out of the group. Why the heck would we watch this? And why would we assume they changed their ways? So I don't know. Maybe I think
it might have been sued. I mean, not might have been. Since they were sued, maybe they're like, we have to be
better at cheating.
Like, do our job actually this time. Maybe.
I don't know.
Clear our names.
I mean, I think in general, I think there's a bit of fatigue for reality / survival shows. Although, I don't know, because like in Hyphen, that was popular, like Island or whatever. But like, I don't know, like I could see people being like, okay, Mnet, we already know you were straight up crooks. Why would we give you our attention and money? Like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you are going to jail. So,
wow, that's extreme.
Oh wait, Andy says, and with Tiffany and Sunmi.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Oh no, ladies, the check isn't worth it. The check isn't worth it.
Who the heck is Jingu? I've seen him before.
Is that another person who's going to be a mentor?
He's the MC.
Ah, is that an actor?
Young. He's young. What the heck? He's 23. Oh my gosh.
He's an actor.
MC.
Okay.
Yeah, he's an actor. But like, how was he an MC at 23? What am I doing? MC.
What the heck? I don't know. Audition for to replace Nick Cannon and AG. Or he already got kicked out. Who is it? Tyra Banks now?
It's Terry Crews.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I love him.
Tyra. Oh, yeah, she was there for a second.
Yeah.
Huh. But then she had that scandal, so they're probably like, whoop, get out.
Yeah. So I just want to talk about that, because I thought it was really effed up, but I also thought she took it, like, with her message. She took it with so much grace. And I kind of do get that, because it's like, at this point, it was 4 years ago. There's nothing you can really do. It's not like, I mean, you could sue them for money. But and it kind of sucks, because Mnet's so big that there's no way people are going to 100% ever boycott them, because that means Mnet Countdown, anything, the like variety shows they produce, you can't watch, blah blah. And I just think that people would never collectively actually do that. So it just sucks. But yeah, I don't know, because the thing is, what is, and kind of like what she said in a way, because I don't think she meant it like this, but when she was like, it's my fault for going on another variety show or whatever, not to that extent, because obviously it's not her fault and she shouldn't blame herself, but to the same way, if some similar situation happens, like with Produce 48 or something, or Produce season 4, where like the final results literally make no sense, what can you really say? Like, if you took the time to watch it and, get invested in it, because we know this is cookery. So it's like, at that point, like, what are you even supposed to do? It's like, yes, they scammed us all, like they usually do.
They did it again. So when's the next season?
Yeah, right. Literally
invested.
Produce it in a nutshell. This sucks. They're gonna flop. So anyway, I'm gonna vote for this person next season. I don't know. This is my mans. This is my girls.
The freaking forums would be crazy the day that it came out, the episode will come out. They're like, really? Blah, blah, blah got number 1? Like, what? This person gets so much better. And it's like, well, calm down. I don't even know half these people. There's still 99 people here right now. I don't know who you're talking
That's
about.
so true. And then when the like final thing airs, they're just like, yeah! And then they don't even stay in the group anyway, so they're like stressing over nowhere. Or they do stay in the group, and it's like this member that you were calling a dusty, talentless B word. You're like, yeah,
slay.
It's like, you're toxic. Like, I don't know how to tell you, but you need therapy. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. Moving on. JYP loses a defamation suit against a woman, a young lady who accused ITZY member Leah of bullying back in the day. So I actually did not know about this bullying allegation.
I remember hearing it, but not really.
It was a while ago. It was in February of 24th. I mean, the 24th. February of 24th. February of 24th. Of the 4th of the 20. The 24th of February. And so the original accusation, there's a accusation that Leah from ITZY had been accused. And essentially JYP had responded, because there's a post about it. This is a case in which we sued. So yeah, they almost immediately were like fake, and then they like sued the person who spread the rumor for defamation. Now, I had read that the original person who wrote about it never actually specified Leah. I think it was just people put two and two together because of like context clues and stuff like that. But I think immediately they had brushed it off. Oh yeah. So there was an online forum posted by somebody claiming to be a victim of school violence perpetrated by a female idol who was born in 2000 and has straight shoulders in middle school. The writer stated the perpetrator had borrowed money. Oh, this was another thing. So the writer had stated that the perpetrator had borrowed money from A's classmate, which is A is the person who's writing this, and did not return the money afterwards. Regarding another friend who was in the same class as the perpetrator, A wrote that the perpetrator made her an outcast and made her break up with her boyfriend. A explains that she asked the perpetrator why she hadn't returned B's money and made C an outcast. The perpetrator of her group of friends cursed at her. A wrote the perpetrator and her group of friends continued to come to her class to curse her and posted on social media about A falsely accusing her, creating rumors. A explained that in 2018 she had heard the perpetrator would be debuting under a big company soon. And dang, she did lay out the YPJ. And when she wrote an accusatory post on an online community at the time, she was sued for defamation. All right, so this was a defamation lawsuit, and so the news is recently it was revealed that they had lost a defamation suit. So in particular, on June 13th, Incheon Yeonsu Police Station revealed that A, who originally had made the accusation, was cleared of her defamation charges. After investigating A, the police decided that the post was an expression of things A experienced rather than an attempt to slander Leah, and then that there was not enough evidence to prove the claims in the post were false. A source from the police stated, overall, considering the circumstances surrounding how A uploaded the post on an online community as well as contents of the post, it was judged that the suspicion of defamation was not valid. In a call with Yonhap News, A commented, "I still have a hard time mentally when I think about those days. I'm hoping for a genuine apology." In response to the news, JYP stated, "We have seen the outcome through press reports and are figuring out how to progress in this situation. However, it is difficult to accept the outcome as is. We will decide our response once we figure out the progress more fully." So I think this made a lot of news because when a lot of people saw that they lost the defamation lawsuit, they assumed that this 100% meant that whoever said that the claims were false or whatever were lying, that A was telling the truth, that Leah was a bully and things like that. And I think, a lot of people have been going out the way to specify that, as we read, that it was just that, they couldn't prove that like it was false or that it's damaging to Leah. So they essentially couldn't prove that she was lying, and they say it was just her recalling events. And I do believe the fact that she had never said Leah's name by name and just dropped hints also maybe helped with that.
Yeah.
So what do you think? I don't know. It seems like it's still kind of in limbo. It could be anyway.
Yeah. I feel like there's nothing you can really say about it other than, yeah, there was no proof. There's no proof on any side, I guess, really. And there's nothing you can really do until someone brings more stuff to the table.
That's true. I mean, I guess like just like the accusation enough can be like enough, but I feel like in this case, because like I don't think any like physical violence was inflicted, so I think like Leah, if she would have just apologized, you know, if that was how they choose to resolve it. It seems like they're not kind of backing down, and they're like, you know, JYP seemed like they were like, oh well, I guess we'll figure this out, we were kind of confused or whatever by the verdict, but I feel like it's something that could probably easily be swept under the rug, if not already, because I haven't really seen many people talking about this, and I don't know if it's because like people stand itsy and they're not trying to hear it, or it just doesn't matter that much. But like, for example, usually when like if something like this is going on, when a comeback happens or something, you know, important happens with the group, then those rumors will also be like side by side. But when Itzy came back with Mafia, I feel like nobody mentioned this.
Yeah. So yeah, I forgot about this.
Like who? But yeah. Andy says, yeah, basically the police didn't have enough evidence that it was purely defamation, so it's still up in the air whether it's true or not. Yeah, I feel like it's just kind of back at square one. I mean, they tried it with the quick, let's hit her with a little sewage. And she was like, you thought, block, defend. And so, but yeah, so it seems like it's still up in the air, but it doesn't really seem like many people are like coming for Leo over this. So we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the last topic I have here, I actually did not. Oh no. Well, let's skip the second to last one, and we'll just go to the last one because it seems short, and we probably have to wrap up soon. So Kizzle is a YouTube channel. I don't really know much about this. I'll be honest, but essentially they were under fire a while ago because they did this segment. So it's one of those like, I don't want to say BuzzFeed, but one of those channels that do like social experiment type stuff, and just like, how does this mom feel about her kid punching her in the throat? Like, no, not like anything like that, but it's like you know, talk about stuff and social experiments type stuff or whatever. So recently, this YouTube channel that follows you know, a similar style named Kizzle was under fire because they decided to do a segment where they had this rookie girl group called Bling Bling come on, and then they had children read hate comments about them. I was like, what in the torture ass what?
Why is there a kid in this at all? Why would it just be them reading their own bad
exactly comments? And honestly, as quiet as it's kept, I think that whole reading bad comments is kind of like, it's always been really cringy to me, even with like the Jimmy Kimmel ones, like stuff like that. Like, yeah, sometimes people can spin it to be funny, but it just is really cringy having somebody just read super negative stuff about themselves, and sometimes I feel like it's not even real or whatever. But like, yeah, you're right. What was supposed to be the appeal of having these children's read this? And so like, you know, in this write-up on All K-Pop, they said in the video that, because I never got to watch the video because they deleted it, like clearly. But then they said in the video, the children are clearly uncomfortable reading out loud some rude questions to the girl group, as some members are even shedding tears. One child even asked, do I really need to read this? Clearly expressing her discomfort. However, the young girl is told to continue reading as she reads comments that say, I just don't have interest in them. They look like they'll soon disappear. I guess just anyone can be an idol group. Why are they idols when they have no talent? They need to do some plastic surgery, and they're no different from ordinary people. But then if they did the plastic surgery, you'd be calling them plastic monsters. But I digress. The production team later explained that the questions that were read out loud were not about Bling Bling, but were a collection of questions said to idol groups in general. I was like, I remember them saying that about EXO. But yeah. I was going to say, those sound familiar. Kizzle production team wrote, the malicious comments and questions asked in this video were not specifically about Bling Bling. While filming, they were not aware, but were notified after. So if they thought they were about them, you're not clarifying anything because they still thought it was directed towards them. The production team continued to explain, we hope that everyone is aware that the malicious comments can be murderous and everyone can abide by mature. So they're like, actually, this was a social experiment. It was trying to teach you to think twice. We had to like traumatize this girl group and these children to let you know to think twice before typing.
That reminds me of like the Jake Paul thing.
What? The
Suicide Forest thing?
Oh yeah, when he tried to spin it. Oh god.
Or was it Logan?
It was Logan.
Logan Paul. There we go. Where and at the end he tried to turn it into like suicide prevention. And I was like, sir, what?
Oh.
You just filmed what? This makes sense.
Like jail.
What was that?
I don't understand. Like I just don't understand why they thought that this would like people were just like, yeah, like just, and I think partially it was probably because people maybe aren't very familiar with bling bling. Like if it was somebody who was maybe more well known, they thought maybe, you know, that would be treading dangerous waters, but because it was somebody that nobody, like not many people knew, they thought maybe they could get away with it.
I feel like it would make more sense for a more popular group to do it because I feel like it would be more funnier because it's like obviously what you're saying doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, like with a smaller group that's not well known yet, it's kind of like, wow, okay, calm down. I know we're not popular yet, but like we're trying,
right?
Calm down.
I think one of those people in this staff, the Kizzle production team staff, were probably an anti-fan, and they're like, you know what we should do? We should get them to get dragged by these infants. Yes, make it happen.
We have kids around. Let's just put them in this video. Might as well.
Like jail.
So weird.
It's weird. ST says this whole thing sounds so cruel for both the kids and the girl. Exactly. Like it's twice the torture. What are you doing? Jadella says regardless if they were general questions, that sort of thing shouldn't be in the video in the first. Exactly. And I think that excuse that it was general questions is dumb because if the girls didn't know and the kids didn't know it was general questions, it still has the same effect as if you dug through their like, you know, debut articles and were finding negative things. Like it's not like they were like one of the hate comments they read were like, dang, you know, Dio from EXO is a flop. Like it's like they didn't know who they were about. Like it's not obviously targeted towards somebody in another group. So like that's kind of bull crap. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. Yeah, so I just thought that was a little interesting. I'm gonna skip the last thing that I have here because I did not read it enough to really know. We couldn't just boot it to next time. But I think right now would be a perfect time for the reporting live from where does Shumi live? I don't know. Seoul, South Korea is Jas with the Shoe Minute. What is our boy?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing's happened. I was very upset. Every day I've been like, this is so sad. Every day I've been going on Twitter, looking to see if something came up and like literally nothing. I guess there was that special EXO video for the Just As Usual.
Oh,
that's about it.
That was so cute.
Oh, and they did behind the scenes, I guess, for the music video. Oh, they did happy birthday to him in the behind the scenes, which was cute because they filmed on his birthday. So there we go. Yeah, there was something. Okay, never mind.
That's cute.
So there's that.
He's 32 now?
No. Not yet? No. Wait.
Korean
No,
age.
you're confusing me.
He was born in 1990.
He's 31. He's 31.
But he's not 32 Korean age?
Oh, Korean age, yeah. No, we don't talk about that.
He
makes everyone look older.
He literally still looks like 21, so it's really weird. It's really like once like I processed the fact that Dio is like 28. And I was like, how though? Because he looks exactly the same. Yeah. Exactly. All of them look exactly the same as how I first met them. Like,
yeah, that's true.
So it's very strange. Same thing with Twice. Like, it kind of freaks me out that they're all like early
mid-20s.
Gosh,
they don't look like they.
Like Nayeon is 25. How? 25 about to be 26. How? Like, make it make sense. It's very weird. They look very, very young. But I guess that's what happens when you grow up with the, your fave groups. But that was it for the Shoe
That was a long one. 2 minute that we talked about other members.
There's no other members in EXO. Only Xiumin. Sorry, Dio.
Yes.
Sorry.
No. We don't make the rules.
Exactly. We didn't want it to come to this. But yeah, other than that, then I'm going to open the floor with the last few minutes we have to see if you guys have anything you wanted to speak about in regards to, you know, K-pop. I know that they had the event where after school reunited and did Bang with like original members, which was really nice to see. Kahi was really out there showing the girls how it's done at 40. I don't want to mention her age because I feel like so many people are like, she's 40 and she can move her hips. Like, and I'm like, oh, you guys, that's not very old. Like, I feel like we need to get out of this idea where we think like 30 is a death sentence. 40 is the grave. 50, why are you even breathing? 60, like, what? Go underground. Like, I feel like people have to understand that you can still do things. When you're 40, I'll still be doing things when I'm 40. So yeah, I just thought it was nice. But yeah. Oh yeah, Kanye does not look 40. But I will say that if she did, that would be okay too. Because I hate that, like, when people compliment women sometimes. And I'll say women because I feel like there's like kind of a difference with men and women. Because like a man, they can look hot and it's like George Clooney. Clearly he is not 35. Like, no. But he's a attractive dude. Who's another one?
He looks old.
That is old, but also is fine, but is very clearly
Brad Pitt?
Yeah, Brad Pitt. Clearly, he's nobody's 35 or anyone's 30, but he's fine. But I feel like a lot of times when you hear stuff about like J-Lo, it's like, she doesn't look 50 at all. She's hot. And it's like, well, you can also be hot and look 50. Like, it's like this clear, like, the only time as a woman you can look hot is if you are somehow recreating a 20 to like maybe 32-year-old's like face and body. Like with Kim Kardashian, like I feel like a lot of her hotness, when people are like, oh, she's so hot, it's because she really does embody that like 25-year-old Instagram, like 30-ish, 29, I'll say, year old Instagram model look. And I feel like it's so like every time it's like commenting on somebody who's attractive, a woman who's attractive, it always has to start or somewhere be mentioned that she doesn't look, if she's older, she doesn't look like it, because God forbid you look 60 and you're 60, you know? I'm just trying to fight the patriarchy.
All Red, when he turned 50, everybody was like, wait, you're 50?
That's true.
Wow.
That's true. But I don't necessarily, it was like, you're hot. Like, he is. He's very cute. Yeah. But like, it wasn't like you're 50 and you don't look it, so you're hot. It was more like, wow, I'm surprised, because, and especially because it's the you know, stereotype that maybe white people don't age as well as, so it's just like, whoa, you're like 50 and you don't like look 80. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was necessarily that it was like you're hot because of this. But I feel like I don't know. I just feel like with women, it just is so like 1-to-1. Like it's like, you know, you have to try, and you can kind of see it in the way that they like market like a lot of skincare. Like I've been going a lot of skincare beauty sites, so I think that's why I've been getting a lot of like skincare like promotions and ads and like commercials and stuff on YouTube. And it's just like a 80-year-old woman be like, recapture your youth, be youthful, slap this $30 cream on your face and you too can look 35 again somehow, even though if it truly could like turn back the time, we would not be selling it for $30. But yeah, slap this shit on your face. Like it's always just so much, you want to look young again, you old hag. Like that's like all like the commercials. And I'm like, damn, like get off my back. Like let them have wrinkles. Let me have wrinkles. I already see I have really bad bags under my eyes. And I'm just like, will I too be cast aside? Oh, well.
So you talk to yourself.
Yeah.
Will I too?
I'm like, will I too be cast aside?
Becomes a musical.
Some second gen groups were trending the other day. Oh, was it related to the performances? Because I know Nami's is also performed. All the groups that reunited were great, but that cover of Vix's Chained Up was
Wait, what?
Did a cover of Vix's... Apparently somebody did a cover of Vix's Chained Up. Wait.
Where is that? You say Itzy?
Was it?
I remember what's it called. Wait, no. Might be confusing that. Never mind.
Oh, it was Toyeon, JJ, and Yena? Wait, Toyeon from...
They did Chained Up.
Was it Chad? I'm looking at the thumbnail right now and I'm like scared to click on it. Well, I can't play it right now because the audio. But I want to listen to Oh, what happened with Kim Jong-kook? 와 머리부터 발끝까지 사랑스러워. Oh. That's the only Kim Jong-kook song. I should probably Google it. What happened to him? Kim Jong-kook? Kim Jong-kook?
This group that's covering Chained Up. I'm looking at.
Yena, former Eyes one. I think Doyeon.
Is this your group?
Wiki Miki? No, I think it's just random people. I don't know. Those seem like 3 different idols from 3 different groups. Wow, 머리부터 발끝 사랑스러워. Doyeon the comedian. Oh.
Who?
Let me be hot regardless of age. Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you for correcting. Oh, okay. So I will click on this after because I can't play it right now. Or if Jasmine, if you want to give us a playback, if you're watching it right now, of the performance with Yena, Toyeon, and JJ.
They're just singing Chained Up. Na, 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 na.
I love that after school reunion. I just wish Nana and Yui were there. Yes. Somebody was saying some shady stuff like Yui doesn't like them no more, which I don't know if that was just people being messy or there was any, like, I don't know, that Yui was just kind of over after school or over I love. I don't know if that was just
Yui didn't go?
Yui wasn't there. It was Becca, Kai, Jungha, who else? Na, 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 na. After Squid Up. But yeah, she was
How
there.
old was you know?
She's like 30 something?
34? Wait, 33.
For real, he looks pretty much he did in the beginning of Running Man. We're talking about Kim Jong-kook's looks. Yeah, he looks the same. Pretty much. He's always just been very...
Who's that?
Kim Jong-kook from Running Man. I remember him more from... Was he on Family Outing? I think so. Alright. So, I think we're ready to wrap up, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for everyone who came out tonight, who stuck with us even through our technical difficulties. I'm going to give the floor to Jas to see if you have any last words.
Wavy has a subunit coming out. So.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Look for that. I think it's a ballad though, so if you're not into ballads,
skip it.
You can skip. But if you like ballads,
we don't.
There they are. I don't know when it's coming out.
There they are. All right, check out for Wavy. Is there anyone that I've been peeping? No, there hasn't been anyone yet. I'm always kind of late to the party, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I don't know. Stand Twice. I think they did a pretty good job with their comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, for the rest of the schedule this week, y'all, I haven't tested it out, but tomorrow we have Anime Club. This time we pushed it back to 9 p.m. EST because I realized I'm always late when I try to do it anytime during 8. I'm always late. So I'm like, you know what? Let me not like have these people guessing and start at 9. So we'll be doing Anime Club. It's our last Anime Club for Oran High School Host Club, episodes 11 through 13. So, you know, we got, even though that's like midway through the season, but it's where we decided to end. So, you know, if you want to see the conclusion, talk about the conclusion, make sure you're there. I'm going to be on Twitch. I'm going to be on Twitch for now. If I find out that I have any technical difficulties, I'll make sure to tweet that beforehand. And then if that happens, we're going to be here. But for now, I'm still tentatively going to be on Twitch. And then also make sure you're there, because since tomorrow is the last day for Orange High School Host Club, we will be voting on our next show. So if you want to have a hand in voting in what we watch next, be there or be triangle. Also, just as a reminder, we only are doing shows that are at max 13 episodes. So that might be a 13.
Watch Princess Tutu.
Princess Tutu. Well, you gotta be there, Jasmine. You gotta vote it in. All right, no special.
Everyone vote Princess Tutu.
They all
haven't
do.
Seen that show in 10 plus years, whenever it came out.
Is it 12 episodes? 13?
I think so. I'm pretty sure
maybe.
Princess Tutu is short.
We could potentially vote for that, but yeah.
It was
and if it's not 13 episodes, we know that we'll only watch the first 13 at max. Like usually,
it's 26 episodes. Oops.
If it's distinctively cut into seasons, like the first 13 are season 1, second 13 are season 2.
I think it's all one season.
Well, then get out of here. No, just kidding.
I don't remember anything that happened in this except for the last fight that happened in the show, and I was like, "Whoa!"
They be boxing in that show? What do you mean fight?
There was a fight. It was like a magical girl type thing.
Oh, I thought she was a ballerina.
She was a ballerina, but she was fighting. I don't even know what she was fighting. Something.
Oh wait.
There was one guy that I thought was cute. That's the only reason I was watching the show. I was like, I like him.
You and your I feel like you said that about like K-dramas too. Like you can only watch if somebody's cute.
You gotta keep me going. Because K-dramas is like a must. Just because like it's so long. It's true. I get distracted so quickly. Like it's an hour and 3 minutes with no commercials, and it's like, what is that? My brain can't handle it.
Watch them on Hulu
for 26 episodes.
Watch them on Hulu.
Oh gosh, Hulu.
Hulu has ads every 2 seconds, so at least you'll get a brief.
Yeah. But like that would make it even longer. That means I'm walking away. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting something, and then I come back and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's in episode 5.
That's true. Oh, I have one for you then. Absolute Boyfriend with Mina from Girls' Day. Yeah, it's only 30 minutes.
I read that.
Oh, did you? You like it?
Yeah, it was. No, because I didn't like what happened at the end.
Like trash. Oh, okay. Well, I think the Korean version is like kind of heading down a different path, so it may have like a bit of an alternate ending. But yeah. So we'll do that on Wednesday, and then Thursday. I originally was gonna play Little Nightmares 2, but I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do because I haven't played it in so long that it just might be a chill, just chatting stream, but that also is going to be on Twitch. So be there, be square, that's also starting at 9, and that's my schedule for the week. But yeah, so once again, yeah, Hulu does have a lot of ads. It's like you pay just to see it, because usually like the subscription model is like if you pay, it's like a no ads thing, but like if you pay the minimum Hulu, you're gonna get ads, but it's like now you get to watch our content, and then it's like you have to pay more if you don't want ads, and it's like, no, I'm giving you enough money already.
But it's so cheap for the no ads, so I'm like,
that's true.
I'm so good. I'm fine with that.
I got the
Give me the ads.
Yeah. I got in on that Black Friday. Every Black Friday, if you sign up, it will be $2 for the year. So that's what I got in. It's actually $2.11 with tax. But yeah, that's what you get. So I'm suing.
Tell me about that part.
Yeah, but overall, thank you guys so much for sticking around. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have any other announcements. Just maybe like some changes towards like how I don't know. I've just been thinking maybe I'll have a stream where I just talk about something and get stuff and get you guys' opinions on it, because there's a lot of like changes I want to make, but I'm not sure how they'll fare. Yada yada yada. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, boom, boom.
You should do a Marvel series where you just watch all the Marvel movies.
I will literally like, who is this? Now what happened? Who that is? Like, I'll be like literally the Grandma Marvel.
There's a raccoon that can talk. Hold on. No, blasphemous.
Who that been? But yeah, so maybe that actually sounds really, really fun. Oh, a new Marvel podcast. How would that work? I love making podcasts now. Like, you know, that whole meme about like 3 white guys in a podcast. Like, what do you call 3 white guys a podcast? That's me now. What do you call 1 black girl? That's a podcast producer. I love making podcasts. But how would I format that? Like, it's just like you watch a Marvel movie every week. That's so much. So you like watch half of it or something like that. I don't know.
That'd be fun.
Even with Anime Club, I'm thinking if there's a more like efficient way to do it. But you know, I'm waiting for Crunchyroll to sponsor us first, so we can have the resources. Skillshare, you know, Hello Grocer. What is it called?
All the HelloFresh.
HelloFresh. Blue Apron, you know, yellow dungarees, whatever you want to call it.
NordVPN.
Yeah, NordVPN. Funimation, you need to sponsor me at this point because I literally do not use that, and I still give you guys my $6.47 every single month. Because y'all ain't got no shows. Actually, yeah, they do. Let me stop. I watched Orange High School Club on there, but I'm just annoyed. I hate the layout. I hate the layout of Crunchyroll. I hate the layout of Funimation. Like Netflix, as annoying as it is, and as nothing it has on there sometimes. They be eating the girls up when it comes to like a good like user interface, like, and all the things you can. That intro skip, revolutionary. The fact that if you change from subs to dubs, it just immediately, like, it doesn't restart or anything. Nobel Peace Prize worthy. But yeah.
Was Funimation the one that had School Days?
I think I don't think so. I think if anything that's probably on Crunchyroll, but I watched it on YouTube.
Because how did we watch it?
We watched it on YouTube, definitely.
Did we?
I think. Let me check. I don't see Funimation having that cursed show.
Whatever we watched it on needs to be canceled. If it was Funimation,
the planet. I don't
never watch School Days because it's trash. That's all I
do. Not tell them these lies. School Days is a very wholesome family around.
His name was. His plain face that every girl was trying to get.
Truly, I didn't understand why everyone was just so, like, you know, shook by him. Like, I was like, he's not that cute. He's literally a terrible man. He's very flippant. He's unloyal. But everyone was like, what was his name? Makoto-san. I was like,
but it was like weird too because I feel like it started off as a normal guy, and then suddenly every girl was like, "Wait a minute, you're attractive," and it was like, no, something's in the water because y'all are poisoned. I don't know what happened.
Truly, help therapy all around. Like, I was very confused. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, School Days is like this, like, I think it was like 12ish 13ish episode, and yeah, it was on Crunchyroll has it. It was definitely on Crunchyroll.
Watch it if you want to rage quit like every episode.
It's delightfully messy. How do you like Bad Girls Club but not this? Explain. Exactly.
I don't know. At least with Bad Girls Club, there were people fighting, and I could be like, yeah, win. But with School Days, it was just like he was just winning the whole time, and it was just like, no, why is he winning?
Until he wasn't. Oh wait, LD says I just saw this on Twitter, but apparently Ravi's company will be managing Boys to Men.
How?
What?
How?
Oh,
his company that he made. Does he have his own company? What? How?
He'll be featuring Boyz II Men on the remix of Red Velvet.
Boyz II Men is probably like, Robbie, I think I know him. Yeah, I guess we can sign under him. And then they realize what Robbie actually looks like. And they're like, who? That's not it. That's not the Robbie I know. It's not the Robbie I thought.
God.
And now they're stuck.
What is going on this here today, Boyz II Men? Let me look this up.
Boyz II Men. Till the end of the road.
Okay, Boyz II Men will release an English version of Vibes Miwo do Dashi Hanban, starting their Korean promotion managed by Ravi's company, Groovelin. Okay. So they're coming to Korea. Uh-oh. Oh. Big Hit is shaking. Big Hit was like, we tried to sign. Okay, Grooveland, headed by singer Ravi, is in charge of Korean management of R&B legend. Oh, so it's specifically Korean. Well, that makes sense because he would know the ropes of like how to like do like effective promotion in Korea.
Yeah.
Than any as like an idol that used to do that.
Yeah.
So they will start planning their Korean activities with the collaboration song "Love Me Once Again" by Vibe. "Love Me Once Again" is the English version of Vibe's debut song "I Hate You Again." So they like flipped it. Released in 2002. All right. While the meeting of Boyz II Men and Vibe. Okay. So it seems like, oh, okay. That actually makes a lot of sense. That's not crazy as I thought. That's like the initial idea. Oh, he's trying to call me. All right. I feel like that's a good note to wrap it up here. All right, everyone.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Bye. All right. Bye, everyone. Ian stream. Ian